Lucas. Where do I even start? What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today I am here to react to this GOAT list that LucasTracy. I know he's kind of mogging right now in the webcam. He's actually mogging hardcore. But this list is fucking atrocious. I woke up on a cold Wednesday morning. I went to the gym, I worked out, did a bit of sparring, jabbed up a couple of trial kids with a fucking, jab overhand. I go out and my phone is blowing up and I'm getting mentioned constantly on Instagram and Twitter. Yo, bedtime, react to this Lucas list. Yo, bedtime, Armin Sarukian top 20 thoughts. Yo, Petr Yan at number 9 thoughts. Marab above GSP thoughts. What are my thoughts? The fact that fucking Petr Yan is above Mighty Mouse. Petr Yan's above Mighty Mouse. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking serious right now, bro? I'm sorry, but I have to give my top 20. I did a video about this not that long ago, responding to one of LucasTracy's lists. And listen, man, no one's going to have a perfect list. There's going to be people that I leave off my top 20. There's going to be people that I put in my top 20 that you swear to God you would never have them in that list, or you swear to God you can't have a top 10 without that guy. We all are going to disagree. My point with this video is I'm going to try and be a little bit more objective, not living in the moment based on what happened at UFC 318, and actually just look at the scope of MMA history. This is the top 30 with Justin Rufus Gaethje in that shit. Without Prime McGregor, without Francis Ngannou, without Cain Velasquez. You have Fedor on the list. You have Armin Sarukian above fucking Fedor. There's so many things I can point to on this screen that just make absolutely no sense unless you live in this recency bias criteria. And I like Lucas. We've done videos in the past. We're not really communicating that much now. I still watch his videos. I know he still watches my videos. This is not a personal attack on Lucas. This list is complete dog shit. I let the striking tier list slide because it was 4 hours long, and I think you did that so that I wouldn't get on your ass. But LucasTracy, your time has come. There's no way out of this one. It's over for you, buddy. All right? Let's get into the real top 20, or at least a little bit more objective of a top 20. Again, I'm sure you're going to disagree with me, but this is my top 20. And I'm sure there's ones I'll change in a couple of months. Coming in at number 20, I'm going to put Aljo at 20. I think Aljamain Sterling was on path to being the bantamweight GOAT. He has at least one victory over Petr Yan, split decision, but I believe he won that fight. He defended his belt against TJ Dillashaw and Henry Cejudo. These are two other honorable, let me just get off my honorable mentions as well, and you'll understand where I'm coming from. My honorable mentions for 21 through 30, I'm going to say Dominic Cruz. If you have any of these people in your 20 spot, I'm not mad at you. You have a good list. Cruz, Henry Cejudo, Petr Yan, I'm cool with him being at number 20, not at fucking number 9, just based on vibes. Dude, he has the deepest bag in MMA, dude. Shut the fuck up. He's not top 10. He beat fucking Song Yadong and fucking Figueiredo. He lost to Sean O'Malley. He lost to Aljamain Sterling. He beat Jose Aldo coming off 2 fucking losses. So it's not Petr Yan in the top 10. I will accept him at 20. You can have Yan at 20. You can have Cruz. You can have Cejudo. You can have Davison Figueiredo at 20 if you're feeling like a fucking hardcore. But even then, Yan beat him. So I'd put Cruz, Cejudo, Yan. Conor McGregor, 2-division champion, Jose Aldo, Eddie Alvarez, all these, Nate Diaz when he's ranked top 5. I'd be cool with having fucking Tyron Woodley there. He had a couple of title defense. Jose Aldo, put him in that spot, right? He's fallen off a little bit. I don't have him very high on the list because of what's happened in his career. But Jose Aldo's top 20 for sure. Cain Velasquez, great pick. TJ Dillashaw, not mad at it. Frankie Edgar, Dustin Poirier. These are guys that could be in the top 20. I've got Aljamain Sterling here at the 20 spot because he beat Dillashaw, because he beat Henry Cejudo, because he does have a win against Petr Yan. I know it was a split decision. He won the fight. The judges gave it to him. He won that fight. I thought he won the fight. And that's just it. His 3 title defenses. He lost to Movsar Evloev and Sean O'Malley most recently. He now has a win and a career at featherweight. Also, he was on a very good win streak after the Marlon Moraes fight. He beat Pedro Munoz, a couple of other guys in that bantamweight division that were ranked above him to get to the title shot. And he won the belt. He did his job. So I'm going to have Aljamain Sterling at number 20. But again, I'm not mad at you swapping him out with Cruz, Cejudo, Maybe Piotr Jan if you're feeling like a hardcore, you know, McGregor, Kane, Jose Aldo, any of these guys you can put there. I've got Aljo. Coming in at number 19. Bro, I'm not saying I'm the best middleweight of all time, bro. I'm just saying I'm number 19 on the list. I'm going to put Dricus at 19. I initially had him a little bit higher, but then I realized I'm actually living off recency bias. And when you look at his career in a whole, he has 3 good wins. Like, he has good wins coming up against Derek Brunson and Darren Till. Those are good contender victories, but in terms of an actual legacy, it is a split decision. A lot of people cried robbery first win over Sean Strickland. He definitively won the second fight. That definitely boosts him. He has a finish victory over Israel Adesanya coming off a loss to Sean Strickland, but that is a good win. That's a big name. And his best win in terms of like when he fought him and all this stuff is probably Robert Whittaker straight up, or Sean Strickland. So Whittaker, Izzy, and Strickland, the 3 best middleweights of the time period. Dricus is on a good run. He definitely belongs in the top 20 based on what he's done in his career. But I'm going to put him at number 19. I'm going to be a little bit modest. I'm not going to live off recency bias. I'm not going to have this guy at fucking 6 on my list like Lucas probably does. Where did he fucking have him? Where does he fucking have? Yeah, he has him above Stipe. Just fuck off. He's not 16th all time. Let's move on to number 18 on my GOAT list. I'm putting Francis Ngannou. Where is Francis Ngannou? Where is he? Why is he not allowed on any fucking GOAT list? How do you have Fedor on this shit with no UFC wins? He has great wins. He has a great win streak all time. But this is the same guy that will tell you Anderson Silva or Mighty Mouse on your GOAT, like your top 5 or your top 10 is laughable because who did they beat, bro? But you have Fedor in your top 20. You have Armin at fucking 18. It doesn't make any sense, bro. I think Francis Ngannou should be number 18 on this list. I'm going to put Francis Ngannou here. He has wins over Stipe Miocic, Cyril Gane when he was undefeated, Alistair Overeem, Junior Dos Santos, 2 wins over Curtis Blades. He also has a victory over Cain Velasquez. That is a goated Henry Cejudo type resume at heavyweight. That's a fact. He beat 2 of the heavyweight goats in the UFC by finish, both of them. You can add some context to the Velasquez one. It was a little bit of an injury type situation. Even Cain Velasquez said it wasn't due to his knee. He did get knocked out. And he destroyed Stipe in that second fight. And he beat Cyril Gane. So for me, Francis Ngannou, with what he did in the heavyweight division, he also beat these other top contenders. He already beat Tom Aspinall's best win, bro. He already beat him twice in Curtis Blades. So I have to put Francis Ngannou's name in this conversation. I've got him here at number 18. I feel like this is a guy that really does not get included in these conversations nearly enough. I think he would have beat fucking John Jones if they fought each other. I think he would have been a really scary fight for a Tom Aspinall. And the fact that he's being erased from UFC history, it's kind of annoying because, again, I do believe he should be in this top 20 discussion, but I don't see him on many lists. I know Kenny Okoye's probably got him at fucking 3 all time, but I've got that spot saved for JDM, all right? Let's move on, though, all right? Number 17 on my top 20. I big the Bronx. I big a champion. The champion has a name. Charles Oliveira, brother. I'm going to put Charles at 17. I feel like that's pretty fair. Charles Oliveira, listen, he doesn't have that many good names on his resume. We were living in a little bit of a hype bubble and a little bit of a, you know, like a moment when he beat fucking Gaethje and Poirier back-to-back and Chandler, and we were talking about, dude, this guy's better than Khabib, this guy's the fucking guy, which always happens when people start going on these 3-fight, like, title defenses. They start being like, dude, this guy's higher than fucking Khabib all time. I think Charles at 17 is fair, considering his wins and his losses. Like, he does have a lot of losses. Some of them are to very high-level names. Like, in the recent run that he's been on, he lost to Arman Tsarukyan, he lost to Ilia Topuria, he lost to Islam Makhachev. There's no real shame in that. And he has wins over Tony Ferguson, only coming off 1 loss. Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, Beneil Dariush, 2 wins over Michael Chandler. That's a pretty solid lightweight resume. I believe Charles Oliveira is in that, like, Mount Rushmore of the lightweight division. He belongs in this list. I'm going to put him in at number 17. I feel like that's pretty fair, considering recent events, but also looking at his entire career. 17, I would say that's pretty reasonable, okay? Again, this is a spot 17 through 20. I don't mind if you have Jose Aldo in this part. I don't mind if you have fucking Cruz, Cejudo, even Dustin Poirier. I'm not mad at him being in the top 20. You just can't put fucking Arman Tsarukyan in this shit, bro. Because then we're going to have to start adding fucking Khamzat Chimaev and all. Like, bro, the list actually just makes me mad, bro. I was like, bro, get the fuck off me, bro. I was getting mad thinking about this shit. I'm glad I get to air this out, all right? Let's move on to number 16 on the GOAT list, I'm going to put Alexandre Pantoja at 16. I think the fact that Lucas has him above Mighty Mouse is genuinely laughable. Like, what a genuine TikTok, like, recency bias. I'm sorry, I have to just laugh at that take. You get 3 joy emojis out of me when you 3 ruffle emojis out of me when you put Pantoja above Mighty Mouse all time. I definitely feel like there is a difference between the quality of Pantoja's wins versus the quantity of Mighty Mouse's wins. But dude, even the guys that Mighty Mouse was beating, they all were on win streaks. They're all great records. They're all only losing to Mighty Mouse in that weight class. What is the difference between beating fucking Joseph Benavidez twice and beating fucking Royval twice? Please tell me. Please explain it to me. Maybe Royval beat a champion. He beat Brandon Moreno. That's what he's got going for him. But outside of that, 4 title defenses is great. You know, you beat Brandon Royval, you beat Brandon Moreno, you beat Kai Kara-France, you fluked me via fucking decision, you know, it is what it is. You beat Kaya Sakura. Good wins, great resume he's putting together, great career. Mighty Mouse, not only did he beat flyweight top level contenders of his time, he's trick-shotting them, bro. He's literally making up fucking moves against them. So there's no argument you can make to put Pantoja above Mighty Mouse. There genuinely is not one unless you're like a Zoomer that never watched a Mighty Mouse fight live. Even then, I don't need to have watched Mighty Mouse's entire career to know he is the flyweight GOAT. Easily, bro. Not only does he have the title defenses, not only does he have the resume, he has the fucking finishes. Pantoja's great. He belongs in this top 20. I've got him at number 16. I feel like that's very reasonable. You cannot have him above Mighty Mouse. I'm sorry. There's just things I will not accept on a GOAT list, bro. I will accept a lot of fucking different takes, but that ain't one of them. All right? Let's move on, though. Let's get to my top 15. Coming in, number 15. I'm going to put Anderson Silva here at number 15, bro. I know. And listen, I think him and Adesanya are like interchangeable here. I'm not mad at either one of them being 15 or 14. I've got Anderson Silva at 15. Just whatever it was, like, the more time passes, the more that I just think, like, dude, this guy has all the things people say against Khabib and fucking Mighty Mouse and Dominic Cruz and all these other guys. Even John Jones. People will discredit John Jones's resume so quickly. And listen, I love hating on John Jones, but people will act like John Jones beat up complete fucking cans, but then dude, Anderson Silva, you can't have Anderson Silva anything lower than 3 all time, bro. 15 is fair. He has 10 title defenses against fucking randoms. He has 3 good wins, like Henderson, Vitor Belfort, Chael Sonnen. These are solid wins. He was losing the entire Chael Sonnen fight, the first one. I'm sorry. That's just, I can't ignore that. He has, how many fucking losses is this guy? 11 losses. I see him as like a Charles Oliveira, bro. He was great at the time. He beat some solid names. He beat a bunch of fucking jobbers. He finished a bunch of jobbers. And he lost a bunch of fucking fights. I think Anderson Silva, recency bias included, but also trying to be reasonable all time. I'm sorry, I can name people that I think are better than Anderson Silva all time. I've got 14 above him. I think 15 for Silva is fair. I'm showing respect to his legacy. I'm not saying he's worse than fucking Dricus du Plessis. I'm not saying he's worse than fucking Aljo all time. I think all time, Silva in the top 15. You have to have him around there. But I'm going to put him at 15. 10 title defense is extremely extremely fucking difficult to do. 16 wins in a row. You can't discredit that, but the name value really is not there. And he has a couple of good wins, so I'll give him some credit, but I don't rate middleweight super highly, okay? Right there at 14, and again, I don't mind if you guys interchange. I've got Izzy at 14. Just for being in the modern era, putting together 6 title defenses, like, that's pretty fucking close to what Anderson did. And I'm sorry, I rate Robert Whittaker as a win and Alex Pereira as a win better than anything Anderson Silva has ever done. That's just me. I rate beating Robert Whittaker and Alex Pereira by knockout higher than anything Anderson Silva's ever done in his fucking career. Not to mention beating undefeated Paulo Costa. Not to mention beating Jared Cannonier, solid middleweight contender, Marvin Vettori. These are guys that would be losing to Anderson Silva as well. These are not like spectacular wins, but these are the same level, in my opinion, of top contenders at the time that Anderson Silva beat, except for Hendo, Belfort, and Chael Sonnen. Even then, Chael Sonnen, it's because I really believe Anderson's top 20, dude. I really do. I really believe that. That's why Chael's relevant. Not because of how great he was in his career. Obviously, he was undefeated, undisputed, but I think it's fair to put Izzy right there next to Anderson Silva. I've got him at 14 just based on the fact he's in the modern era with 6 title defenses, extremely active, for everybody in the weight class, beat the greats of his time, Robert Whittaker, Alex Pereira, Jared Cannonier, Kelvin Gastelum at his peak, Costa Vittorio at their peak as well. You have to give this guy some fucking credit, man. He has fought nothing but killers. His losses are all to like UFC championship level fighters as well. So I think right now Izzy is just above Anderson. But I don't mind if you swap him. Like, I understand that old head fucking, that old head bias, just as bad as the TikTok bias. I get it. But for me, I got Anderson at 15. I got Izzy at 14. Coming in at number 13. Hey, listen, brother, it is what it is, brother. Hey, it is what it is, and it was what it was, brother. I think Max's 13 is fine. Max's accomplishments are very good. 13-fight win streak at his peak. He beat Jose Aldo twice by finish. Really, McGregor beat Jose Aldo, but people always point, oh, dude, McGregor fluked him. Max Holloway genuinely beat the brakes off Jose Aldo twice. Like, he fucking had some tough moments against him, but then locked in and finished him twice. So, Jose Aldo twice is a huge name on your resume. Like I said, Jose Aldo is a borderline top 20 for me. Brian Ortega when he's undefeated. Justin Gaethje at lightweight on his prime when he's arguably about to fight for the belt and number one contender. TKZ is a solid name to have on the resume. And I just have here on my list every featherweight top contender ever, basically, except Volkan Topuria. Like, any 2010s, 2020s top featherweight, Adesanya, Max Holloway has fucking beat them. Yair Rodriguez, Arnold Allen, Ricardo Lamas, Jeremy Stevens, Cub Swanson, fucking Andre Philly. Every single featherweight that he could have fought, basically, in the 2010s and the 2020s, he beat the fuck out of them. Calvin Kattar, he is genuinely, except for Volkanovski and Jose, Max is like second best featherweight of all time. It's Volk, it's Max, Topuria, Aldo maybe at 3, Topuria at 4, McGregor at 5 in the top 5 featherweights of all time. Max is definitely in that combo, so I think him at 13 is very, very fair. I'm going to put him there, okay? Next one on the list, number 12 all time. I'm going to put Kamaru Usman. I'm going to put fucking Marty Snoozman at number 12 because there is no real names you can point to on his list and be like, dude, this guy beat one of the greatest fighters. Like, he beat Tyron Woodley at his peak. That's a very underrated win that people don't talk about anymore. Colby Covington twice in his prime. RDA, Damian Maia, Gilbert Burns, Jorge Masvidal, Leon Edwards back in the day. Joaquin Buckley coming back and beating a new generation contender. Very, very solid. 15-fight win streak. Multiple title defenses. Kamaru Usman was on the verge of welterweight GOAT status to a lot of people. I still don't get that. I don't get how beating the same 2 people 2 times puts you above GSP all time or above him as a fucking welterweight, but he was on a 15-fight win streak at one point. He definitely is one of the greatest fighters of all time. I'm going to put Usman at 12. Like, he's beat solid names, but not the best names. And, losing to Leon Edwards twice, that's tough, dog. That's fucking tough, dude. Like, losing to Leon twice, bro. I just can't. Come on, man. I just can't. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not letting you on my top 10 if you lost to Leon twice, bro. But Usman's back, and I think he definitely belongs in that top 12. I'm not mad at you having him at like 11, maybe 10 if you're glazing hard. He is one of the best of all time. Coming in at number 11 on my list, I'm going to put Alex Pereira at 11. The only reason I was happy to see Big Ank beat this guy is because people was putting this guy above Khabib all time. People were putting this guy above fucking Mighty Mouse and DC and shit. I'm sick of it, bro. Alex Pereira has a solid fucking legacy. 2-division champion. But he got cherry-picked up to that spot. He had 3 fights at middleweight. He got a title shot. Come on, man. Let's just say it like it is. He beat Sean Strickland because Sean Strickland accepted a fight against an unranked guy that the UFC wanted to fight for the belt. That's a fact. Adesanya cleared out the division. It was easy to get Pereira a title shot. That's a fact. Blachowicz, solid win. Very, very close fight. You could argue Blachowicz won that fight or it was a draw. That's a fact. Beat Adesanya. Somewhat early stoppage. He was losing that fight. That's a fact. But he still beat Adesanya. He still beat Blachowicz. He still beat Strickland. He has 2 title defenses against Yuri Prohaska. He beat Jamal Hill for the belt. He defended it against Khalil Roundtree. That's aging a little bit better. Alex Pereira, I think number 11 all time is fair. He's not the light heavyweight GOAT. He lost to Magomed Ankalaev. He lost to Israel Adesanya. I don't think he beats Ank in a rematch. That's nothing to do with where I've ranked him, though. But I think, light heavyweight division, I'm not giving you that much credit. Like, I'm not giving you that much credit for, racking up title defenses against guys in a less skilled weight class, like middleweight, like light heavyweight. Heavyweight, I think if you showed a lot of skill, I can rank you up there. But even then, I'm not putting you that highly. So I think 11 for Pereira is fine. I know some people have him top 6, top 7. For me, I've never seen this guy as like, dude, Pereira's one of the greatest of, dude, Pereira's the fucking best of all time, dude. He's top 5 pound all time. I think 11 is fair. 11, 10, around there, that's where he should be. Number 10 is Stipe Miocic. I want it, dude. You guys know I love Stipe, man. I originally had Stipe above DC all time. I'm going to drop him down a little bit because of the Jones loss, even though I don't hold that against him. He did kind of get destroyed by Jones. Like that, let's just say it like it is. It was a terrible performance. It's not his fault. He got forced to sit around and got fed to John Jones to give him an easy title defense. But yeah, man, Stipe, he has a very, very underrated legacy. People do not give this guy any fucking credit. He is the heavyweight GOAT. That's number 1. I'm putting you top 10 because you're the GOAT of your weight class. Or you're borderline GOAT of your weight class. Stipe is 100% the GOAT of the heavyweight division. 2 wins over DC without any roids. That's more wins than anyone else has over DC. And I don't know why Jones gets credit for beating DC twice when it literally got overturned because he took steroids. Stipe is the only human walking the earth that can say legally, I beat DC twice. Finished him and beat him by decision. Proved he was better than DC. And they were both old. So I don't want to hear shit about, that was old DC. Stipe's old as fuck too. So 2 wins over DC. A win over Francis Ngannou. A win over Fabricio Verdum, who beat Fedor, who beat a lot of these guys, Cain Velasquez. So beat Verdum, that's a great win. Beat Alistair Overeem, economical Uberim. People forget, man, that's a great win. JDS, Mark Hunt. This guy is the fucking heavyweight GOAT. I don't care what John Jones has done or did do. Right now, Stipe is the heavyweight GOAT. Right now, I'm going to put him at 10. I know Aspinall is going to be the heavyweight GOAT, but right now he's not. I got Stipe at 10, man. Put some respect on this guy's name, okay? Now we're in that top 10. We've got Stipe at 10. I'm going to put Merab at 9, bro. Again, let me just, if you're disagreeing with my list, this fucking guy had Jan at 9 and Max at 8. So it's not that bad. This guy has Pantoja in his top 10 above Mighty Mouse and DC. Are you kidding me, dude? Just stop, man. I got Merab at 9. He's the bantamweight GOAT. But all I gotta say with this Merab glaze from LucasTracy, where was Dominic Cruz on your GOAT list before Merab came along, bro? Why was Dominic Cruz not in your top 5 of every fucking video? Because Dominic Cruz was the consensus bantamweight GOAT before Merab came along. I don't get the glaze. He's obviously the bantamweight GOAT, but you beat Sean O'Malley twice. Oh my god, Sean O'Malley twice. That none of you think is good. No one out there thinks Sean O'Malley is this elite grappler. Oh my god, O'Malley, what a great win. If anybody says anything nice about Sean O'Malley, all of the fans, all of the comment section is like, this guy's glazing O'Malley, dude. O'Malley's so overrated. So how is Merab now the fucking best UFC fighter in the world for beating this guy twice? It doesn't make any sense to me, dude. O'Malley's a solid win. His only defense is against fucking Cheeto. He beat Aljamain Sterling. Half of you act like it's a fluke. He beat Petr Yan. 80% of you call it a robbery, even though I think O'Malley won that fight. His best win is Petr Yan, and he dominated Petr Yan, so get him out of the fucking top 10. He beat Henry Cejudo, lost the first round of that fight, and he beat Umar Nurmagomedov. Is Umar really that high level of a that high level of a name? Oh my god, man, he beat Umar, dude. Umar, who all you guys said didn't deserve the title shot, and his only win is Corey Sandhagen. Do you see what I'm trying to say here? Umar's legacy. He beat Corey Sandhagen 50-45. You guys tried to claim it was a robbery, and but he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it. You know what I mean? Regardless of that, he beats fucking Corey Sandhagen easier than Jan did, by the way. Jan's top 10 though, guys. Jan's top 10 because he's cool and he hits pads cool. Even though his best win is fucking Corey Sandhagen. People talk about Corey Sandhagen. Name one elite Sandhagen win. Name one elite Jan win. Please name them. Please name him. You can't name a fight that he lost on split decision. You can't. Name it. Name it. Jose Aldo coming off 2 losses. Fuck you. Merab is top 10, but he should not be top 5. He should not be top 3. I'm going to put him at 9. He's the bantamweight GOAT. He has 2 solid wins over Sean O'Malley. He beat Piotr Yan. He beat Henry Cejudo. He beat Umar Nurmagomedov. These are way better wins than anything Dominic Cruz ever fucking did. I 100% agree that he is the bantamweight GOAT. I do not rate Dominic Cruz that highly. I think he's way better than Aljamain Sterling all time. He's actually beating these guys. He actually won the belt. He's actually, like, mogging people. Morale definitely belongs in the top 10. Let's chill a little bit on the recency bias. He beat fucking Sean O'Malley, dude. Calm down. I'm going to put him at 9. All right, dude. Let's go on to number 8 on my list. I'm going to put DC at 8, bro. I'm going to put fucking DC at 8, dude. I'm never turning my back on Daniel Cormier. If DC has no fans, I'm dead. I'm gone. I'm in the afterlife. Glazing DC, bro. DC is my guy till the day that I fucking die. Okay? And Daniel Cormier was a 2-division champion, the first one to ever defend both belts. He beat Stipe Miocic in his prime. He beat Alexander Gustafsson. He beat Rumble Johnson in his prime twice, which fucking John Jones never did. He beat Dan Henderson. And he even beat modern ranked contenders like Volkanovski and Derek Lewis. Daniel Cormier has a legacy at heavyweight and at light heavyweight. He won a belt in both weight classes. In my opinion, he is clearly the second best heavyweight of all time and the second best light heavyweight of all time. Easily the second best light heavyweight of all time. Not even fucking close. If John Jones and Stipe did not exist, this guy literally would be number 1 all time. That's how good he is. We all know how good DC is. Again, if John Jones and Stipe were not born, they did not exist, this guy unanimously, easily, it wouldn't even be a discussion. He would be number 1 all time. Easily. He would be undefeated. He would easily be the GOAT of the sport. Daniel Cormier, and he started late in his career as well. This is one of the greatest athletes of all time. DC is the fucking man. I'm going to put him at number 8 because he does have those losses. He was always second fiddle to these guys, but he was still that fucking guy. He was still that good. DC's the fucking man, dude. I'm putting him at number 8, all right? Coming in now at number 7, maybe a controversial one. I've got Mighty Mouse at 7, okay? I did have Mighty Mouse higher on my list before. Unfortunately, when you do a podcast with Groot, no, I'm just kidding. Listen, man, Demetrius Johnson has 12 title defenses. You can't take that away from him. He beat Henry Cejudo. He beat fucking Joey B, man. He beat Joey Jitsu, Joey B, dude. His title defenses are against complete fucking nobodies, man. Like, I've got him here at number 7 because he has such a undisputed GOAT status resume as a 12-time UFC champion. You know, his only loss is a split decision, arguable robbery against Henry Cejudo, and he lost to Dominic Cruz when he was like 10 years old. You know, we can't hold that against the guy. He wasn't even done with puberty yet, and he's in there losing to fucking, you know, Dominic Cruz. But outside of that, Demetrius Johnson has one of the most untouchable UFC legacies of all time. And not only did he beat these random top contenders, who, by the way, people act like they're jobbers. I love to make fun of them. But at the end of the day, if you look into all of these guys that Demetrius Johnson beat, they all had great records. They all had great runs going up against them, except for like Tim Elliott, who just, you know, came off fucking tough. And some of these guys at the end of his run, like Wilson Hayes and all these shit, that just got thrown in there because they went on a 2-fight win streak. You know, some of the really early title defenses that he has are very, very high level. And I would argue they're comparable to beating like a Kai Kara France and a Steve Erceg and a fucking Kai Asakura. You know, it's crazy to kind of put to put Pantoja above Mighty Mouse, as if those wins are somehow worse than Pantoja also getting short notice, low rank, no name opponents. Like honestly, when you're talking about Kai Asakura or Steve Erceg, what fan is going to look at that win and go, wow, man, he beat Steve Erceg? Are you kidding me? No one's saying that. At least Mighty Mouse has all these finishes against these guys, 12 title defenses. His only loss is to Henry Cejudo in the UFC and Dominic Cruz. That's a fucking goated career. I've got Mighty Mouse at 7. He is one of the most skillful fighters of all time. So many finishes, so many title defenses. You have to put him here. I'm not mad if you put him below DC. I love DC, but I just got to be kind of objective. I'm going to put Mighty Mouse here at 7. Okay, I think he has 11 instead of 12 title defense, but everything else is the same. All right, now number 6 in my top 20. I've got Khabib at 6, bro. I've grown a little bit fond of old Khabib as time has gone on. Now, I really used to really shit on this guy's legacy, man. And I don't like his fans. I'm not doing this because I want his fan. I fucking hate Khabib fans. But I just have to be objective. Khabib is the lightweight GOAT. except for Islam Makhachev. Like, he's number 2. And he was the guy. He could have easily stayed the lightweight GOAT. Now he's the fucking heavyweight GOAT. He could have easily stayed the lightweight GOAT if he stuck around. I think he would have beat Charles Oliveira. I think he would have beat Tony Ferguson. I think he would have beat a lot of these guys. The run that he went on, again, people bring up fucking Alex Pereira. People bring up even Ilia Topuria's resume of like Oliveira, Max, and Volk. I would honestly argue that you can compare beating prime Dustin Poirier to beating prime Max Holloway or prime Charles, or like non-prime Charles Oliveira, because this is Oliveira coming off 1 win. Dustin Poirier was on one of the best win streaks. Like, he beat Max Holloway right before he fought Khabib. Oliveira's coming off 1 win over Michael Chandler. Ilya somehow is now like easily, bro, Ilya's like a million times better than Khabib. I feel like Khabib's resume really does get shit on when, honestly, he beat Justin Gaethje in his best, like at his best. Like, he beat Tony Ferguson, snapped that huge win streak. I believe Gaethje was on a very good run at that time of wins. Conor McGregor, I know he was coming off a layoff. I always bring this up, but at the same time, McGregor is a very good win. 2-division champion, the guy that beat Jose Aldo, the guy that dominated Eddie Alvarez, Nate Diaz, all these other guys. Like, McGregor definitely is a very, very good win for Khabib. The biggest sticking point against him is that he won his fucking belt off Al Iaquinta. But outside of that, even the contender wins that he has, they're better than Ilya's contender wins. Ilya's contender wins are Ryan Hall, Josh Emmett, Bryce Mitchell. Khabib beat fucking Edson Barboza, Rafael Dos Anjos, Michael Johnson when he's ranked top 5, when he's coming off wins over fucking Dustin Poirier and guys like that. And he has wins over Poirier, McGregor, Gaethje for his title run. I think Khabib definitely belongs in that top 6, but I'm going to do this, bro. I'm going to put Ilya at 5. I'm going to put him right just above Khabib. I think that Khabib's run, if Ilya had just stayed at featherweight, I wouldn't put him here. But the fact that he moved up and won 2 belts, that puts you just above Khabib for me. Because Khabib has more title defenses. He beat some good names. He beat some solid contenders. Ilya has beat like elite level names, right? I know Oliveira was a little bit, washed coming off, 1 win, 1 loss. But Max Holloway, that's an insane win. Volkanovski, that's an insane win. That's the best win on Islam's resume. Josh Emmett as a top 5 contender. This guy's dominating people. He's destroying people. He's undefeated. He's a 2-division champion. I really believe that Ilya and Khabib are neck and neck all time. I'm not mad whatsoever if you have Ilya at 6, Khabib at 5, but I just think when you look at the top 20 list, I'm seeing every single Ilya name on this list. I'm seeing Volk, I'm seeing Max, I'm seeing Charles Oliveira, I'm seeing potentially Islam Makhachev on this list. You know what I mean? I don't see any of these Khabib wins on this top 20 list. They're honorable mentions. Like McGregor and Poirier, these guys are almost top 20 all time, but they're not top 20, right? Unless you're looking at a Lucas list. Then, then bro's got fucking Gaethje at 22, right? But when you're looking at a pretty objective list, McGregor, Gaethje, Poirier, these are not top 20 all-time fighters. Volk, Max, Oliveira, these are top 20 all-time fighters. He did not beat them coming off like 8 losses in a row or something like that. He beat Volk coming off 1 loss. Pretty bad circumstances. He beat Max coming off a win streak. He beat Charles Oliveira coming off 1 win. Not really looking that washed, to be fair, but not on the generational run that he was on when he lost to Islam Makhachev. We'll talk about him in a second. So I think the 2-division champion status really cements this for me. I'm going to put Ilia Topuria at number 5. But again, I'm not mad at putting Khabib at 5, Ilia at 6. I have Ilia at 5. I have Khabib at 6, all right? Coming in at number 4, Jack Della... No, listen, mate. Volk is fucking top 5 all time, mate. Volk's number 4, bro. I don't give a flying bollocks, mate. Volk's number 4 all time, bro. 2-time featherweight champion. His only losses are to genuine top 5 GOAT level fighters, Ilya and Islam. He beat Max Holloway 3 times, 50-45 in the first and third time. Beat Brian Ortega's ass. Beat Korean Zombie, beat Diego Lopez, beat Jose Aldo, beat Chad Mendes. This guy is the featherweight GOAT, and it's not even fucking close. The fact that people still have Aldo, featherweight GOAT, oh, dude, Aldo's top 10 all time. I'm sorry, bro. Volk has literally eclipsed Aldo 2 times. 2 times over. Volk is like miles ahead of fucking Aldo all time. My 2 featherweight GOATs are Volk and Max. And they both beat Aldo. And Volk beat Max 3 fucking times. That's it. Went to war with Islam Makhachev up a weight class. This guy's so fucking talented. He's so good. He's so well-rounded. He has every single attribute and skill possible. He is literally one of the greatest fighters we've ever seen in UFC history. If you beat this man, you are instantly a legend of UFC history. That's how good he is. And again, his only losses are to two people that I have in my top 5, Islam and Ilya. That's it. And you can point to circumstances for both of those losses, for the second Islam loss and the Ilya loss, that, you know, it was short notice against Islam. Oh, he came back down on pretty quick notice against Ilya. There's no straight up just someone goes in there against prime full camp Volk and smokes him. No one's doing that shit. Islam, people still think Volk beat Islam in that first fight. That's how good this fucking guy is. Volkanovski, man. He is, and by the way, while I'm on the topic of Volkanovski, this guy is literally top 5 Australians ever. He might even be top 3 Australians ever. Like, it's Steve Owen, it's Volk, and it's fucking JDM, mate. That's it, bro. It's Steve Owen and Volk, 1 and 2. All-time Australians. I'm sorry, that's just what it is. And Volk's at number 4 on my GOAT list. This guy's one of the greatest fighters of all time, all right? Coming in at number 3... Throw some tomatoes. I know, we hate John Jones. I know, dude, I hate John Jones, but he's number 3, bro. I think Jones is still in that top 3, dog. I'm not going to put him at 1 or 2 because his resume has not aged very well whatsoever. His best win is Daniel Cormier by decision. The other one got overturned to a no contest. I'm not giving you credit for that. So that's a title defense gone. You beat Cyril Gane coming off a huge layoff. Cyril Gane's coming off 1 win against Tai Tuivasa. Everyone thinks the fight is rigged. I think that's a good win. I'll give you credit for that. Gustafsson, war, second fight, finishes him easily. That's pretty good. Glover Teixeira, very underrated, very good win. Rampage, Rashad, Lyoto Machida, these are good wins at the time. Chael Sonnen, nobody really cares. And then your light heavyweight resume is padded so heavily with fucking Thiago Santos, Anthony Smith, and you lost to Dominic Reyes. I'm not going to hold that against you as if you actually lost on paper, but we all know Jones lost that fight to fucking Dominic Reyes, but I'm not going to count that against him. Otherwise, I would probably have him a little bit lower. I'm going to say Jones, in his career, was a 2-division champion. He's the light heavyweight GOAT. He has very good wins. He beat the best contenders of his time. He beat all the best people in front of him. Shogun, Rampage, Rashad Evans, Lyoto Machida, you know what I mean? Vitor Belfort. Like, you forget how many good names this guy beat in the time that he was around. He beat Gustafsson. He beat Glover Teixeira. He beat DC. Like Jones's light heavyweight resume, except for the last half when he had that, you know, split decision with fucking, what's the guy's name? Thiago Santos. Can't finish Anthony Smith, which is just hilarious, and then robbery win over Dominic Reyes. I'll still give him credit. He's a light heavyweight GOAT. He was a 2-division champ. Ruined the heavyweight division. Not even going to mention the fucking Stipe win, but it's there on his resume. I think Jones at 3. I have to be objective. I feel like that's fair, okay? Number 2 on my GOAT list, I'm putting Islam at 2, bro. I'm putting Islam at 2, and I'm putting GSP at 1. I don't give a fuck, dude. Islam Makhachev's the greatest lightweight of all time. That's not a controversial statement. I feel like if you actually know the UFC, you know Islam is the best lightweight of all time. And the reason that I have Islam above Ilia Topuria, you may be wondering, considering Ilia also beat Charles Oliveira and Volkanovski by finish. To me, when you look at the context of these wins, not only did Islam beat Volkanovski twice, but the first fight, that is prime Volk on the best win, like completely undefeated in the UFC. Nobody at featherweight can fuck with him. Nobody can beat him. And against Ilya, this is Volk coming off a loss, coming back down from 155, and a knockout victory, which honestly, it really annoys me that nobody gives Islam that much credit for the short notice knockout over Volkanovski. You don't just do that to Volk. No one, you can't throw Volk in there on short notice coming off the couch against fucking Anshul Jubilee or like Rongju or something and they head kick KO him as well. That's not just happening to Volk because it's short notice. It's because Islam is just that good, right? There is a factor of the short notice. Like, that's definitely part of it, but I don't like the way people completely just discredit that victory. That is a real win in my opinion. 2 wins over Volkanovski. He beat Charles Oliveira also on his best ever run. Like, straight up, huge win streak, title defenses. Is this guy the lightweight GOAT? Islam not only beats him, completely fucking destroys him, dude. Completely destroys him, man. No damage taken. Drops him, submits Charles Oliveira. Very, very impressive victory. He has wins over, top 10 contenders. Renato Moicano, Arman Tsarukyan, Drew Dober, all these guys that were, top contenders at the time. They don't really stack up, but those 2 wins over Volk and the Oliveira win, they are enough. Like, they are enough. And the 15-fight win streak and the no steroids, yeah, that'll put you top 3. I got Islam at 2. I'm not even mad at Lucas having Islam at 1, bro. I'm not mad at that. But there is one man that I have at 1, and it's fucking GSP, dude. I'm not impressed by your list, Lucas. I'm not impressed, bro. I'm not impressed by your list, bro. The fact that not only do you not have GSP in your top 5, not only do you not have GSP in your top 3, you have him below fucking Merab all time. This is the greatest welterweight of all time. Fact. So he's the bantamweight GOAT. Yeah, cool. GSP's the welterweight GOAT, and he's been untouched for like a decade plus with so many great champions in this weight class. None of them can fuck with him. Dominic Cruz got 3 title defenses. Whoa. Bantamweight GOAT. Of course, Merab surpassed him. Merab actually knows how to fucking wrestle and do damage and fucking do anything. Dominic Cruz dances around at range, playing with a bit of string. GSP is the welterweight GOAT. 2-division champion, also won the middleweight title. Let's just throw that on top of it, as if Merab will ever fucking do that. Bro's literally scared to talk about Volkanovski. GSP came back and beat Michael Bisping in his prime. That's not the best win, but it's something. Avenged both losses on his record. Merab has a loss to fucking Ricky Simone, so whatever, dude. 10 title defenses, no steroids, and beat these names all in their fucking prime. All of these people were interim or UFC undisputed champion or champions in another organization that got merged right into the UFC, including the WEC and Strike. By the way, WEC and Strikeforce, they get merged in. Everyone else unanimously gets gifted all their wins. Oh, let's just give Jose Aldo all his title defenses from WEC because we like him. But you can't say, Nick Diaz was a Strikeforce champ. It doesn't count, dude. Even though he's on a 12-fight win streak. Beat Nick Diaz. Beat Carlos Condit, interim champion, who beat Nick Diaz also, who's fought for the belt years after as well. Carlos Condit. Johnny Hendricks. It was a close fight. Cool, dude. Islam has a close fight with fucking Volkanovski. Jones has a close fight with Anthony Smith and fucking Thiago Santos and Dominic Reyes. Johnny Hendricks, another former UFC champion, by the way. So that's not even as bad as getting robbery victories over Dominic Reyes and Thiago Santos. So get the fuck out of here with that shit. Matt Hughes, welterweight GOAT before GSP came along, still has one of the best runs of all time. Matt Hughes twice. Matt Serra, UFC champion. BJ Penn, one of the best lightweights of all time. Jake Shields, one of the best contenders of his time. That, to me, is equivalent to beating a Kobe Covington or a Gilbert Burns. And GSP, that's his worst defense. That's his worst title defense. Or Dan Hardy. This guy is the fucking GOAT. 2-division champion. Avenged the 2 losses on his career. Finished both of the guys. 10 title defenses. No steroids. No fucking hit and runs. No bullshit. This guy is the GOAT in my opinion. GSP's number 1. Islam's 2. Jones is 3. Volk is 4. Ilya's at 5. And then Khabib, Mighty Mouse, DC, Merab, Stipe in my top 10. The rest, I'm totally agree. And like I said, to finish off the video, I am completely understanding that some people have Dominic Cruz in their list. They have Jose Aldo. They have Henry Cejudo. Piotr Jan, I'm not mad at him being at number 20 or number 19 or something like that. Cain Velasquez, TJ Dillashaw, these guys, Dustin Poirier, if you want to put them at 20 or 19, okay, I understand that. Arman Tsarukyan should not be in your top 20, bro. I'm sorry, dog. Arman Tsarukyan should not be in your fucking top 20. That's a fact. Piotr Jan should not be in your fucking top 10. I'm sorry. Otherwise, Dominic Reyes better be right there with him in your top 10 if you're counting, we're counting robberies, bro. Okay, dude. This guy gets robbed 4 fights in a row. That's what you're telling me, dude? Maybe he's just not as good as... I'm sorry. Jan is obviously good, but the fucking glazing of these random fuckers. Merab as well. It makes no sense. This is what I believe to be a little bit more objective of a GOAT list. Let me know down below, though. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? I would like to have a discussion in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you think this is a better GOAT list than what the Lucas list was, which a lot of you guys added me and tagged me and said, bedtime, make a response. So I hope that this is, in line with what you guys thought I was going to do. Again, no real beef here, I'm not going to drop a diss track or anything, but I just felt like I had to address. Me and Lucas, we always do this, bro. So I just had to address my boy real quick. Put him back in line. Just say, listen, bro, Arman's not top 20. Just calm down, kid. Bilal's not top 25. Just calm down, all right? Let me know your opinions in the comments down below. Drop a like, subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Bedtime MMA. And I will see you guys in the next video, man. Goodbye.